Hello, everyone. Welcome to Doodle and Chill.
Oh, hello everyone. Welcome to Doodle and Chill with me and Mr. Beacon. And obviously our little cameras are cut off there because, Rumble Studio, you need to fix this.
Yeah.
And let us at least select some screens. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okie dokie. So today we're doing this little show about that to promote that Mr. Beacon's book called Seven Legions. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
There's a ray around there. Oh man, that's a good idea.
There we go.
Well done. There you go. It's just a little bit smaller, so I don't like
Yeah.
picture. There you go. There you go. Here's a way around it. I think I elongated my face. Hold on. Let me shrink it down a bit. There you go.
Nice.
There you go. So, this is what we're promoting a bit today, and we're going to be drawing.
In my years of service, I've learned many truths. The scars of old heal slower when soothed with retribution. Perseverance and discipline lead to excellence.
Hardship strengthens those who tame it.
On the 63rd day of the first quarter of solar year 2810, the galleon Ichthyos, under the command of Admiral Azrakal Shieldhand, went offline. This occurred in the Galvanus system at the edge of Eldrian space, a region said to come under frequent attacks by the fabled daemons. We await their return, though, as of yet, none of the supposed victims of the daemons have ever survived to tell of it.
Yeah, the link is in the description. Oh, let me go put it in the chat too for on YouTube. Yeah, give me a sec. Totally forgot about that one. So, while I do this, tell us a little bit about issue number 3. And people,
All
if you
right.
want issue number 1 and 2, it's one book available on the InkSlayerEntertainment.com
Yeah.
website. Yep.
Yeah. So if you're not familiar with Seven Legions, it's a sci-fi fantasy historical fiction. Earth exists, or Earth history as we know it is just a continuation of a much longer history where humans were part of an alliance, a galactic alliance of races that are known from fantasy. So it's the story of Hiko, an orphan who becomes a samurai, who every night he goes to sleep, he dreams of the life of Azrakal, who is an angel who served the Seven Legions for over 1,000 years. So Hiko, in issue 3, at the end of issue 2, his village burned down, and him and his village were rescued by the Azai clan, by a small group of the Azai clan under a samurai named Yoshinobu. So in issue 3, at the start, Hiko's taken to the tent of this samurai, and he learns that the reason that the samurai was actually in the area was because he was there to actually adopt Hiko after hearing from the innkeeper who was watching over Hiko about him. So Hiko, this is where Hiko begins his life as a samurai. And that night when he goes to sleep, he dreams of a time when Azrakal was a seraphim. When Azrakal was an admiral of the Seven Legions, and his ship was going through a section of space, and his ship came under the attack by the demons. So the demons, they're highly advanced. They've got really advanced suits of nanobot armor that can basically eat through anything, makes them really strong. It can catch bullets out of the air before they even hit them. So the ship's being devastated by that, and they have to fight them off. And,
How many pages is that issue?
Issue 3 is 36 pages, which is part of the reason why I didn't want to do a crowdfunder campaign for that, because don't want to have to charge $25 for a 30-page comic.
True. And you wanted to be able to sell that one to make money and finance the other issue, because most books have 2 issues in each.
Yeah. So my business model going forward is I'm going to do print on demand through Amazon to get the floppies out. Those will just be the direct edition. Nothing too fancy.
You're doing the opposite that I'm doing.
Yeah. So then when I get 5 issues together, then I'll release the collected edition through crowdfunding.
Oh, you're not going to be doing a second, issue 3 and 4 together. You're going to be doing a big collective?
Yeah, doing issues 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 all together.
Did you order or get your proof from Amazon yet?
Not yet, but
Did you order them?
Nope. I was like, you know what?
Yeah, I'll show off mine then to show that the quality. It's it's not the same as when we do a campaign, which is like high-end deluxe, right?
Yeah, but it's gonna be.
I'll show you I think I have 7 Legions too here, but I know I do. I just don't close.
Yeah, when I got the Lulu edition, I was like, okay, that's pretty good. Colors came out good. Everything printed well. So
Thought I had it really close, but hold on.
Amazon, they have more resources, so they're better than that.
But then the quality, to me, from what I've seen,
Yeah.
the quality might be a little bit less than Amazon, but the price is way better.
Yeah,
So, let me first show everybody the first book. So
Yeah.
You go in solo, and let's do this for a second. Hello. So yeah, this is Seven Legions number 1 and 2. Nice little book. That was the first crowdfunding campaign that he did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you know that's so many memories. He was working on that when we first met.
Yeah.
And it's pretty sweet.
Oh, yeah.
And he wants to do a little quick fixes when he reprints them. But if you look at the pages, like that's what we're saying. Like when we do the campaign, it's the idea is to try and go, you know what I mean? And here's one of my favorite, Yogar,
Yeah.
the guy I'm drawing to right now.
Yep.
Hold on, I just passed the page. And this is where he's about to kill Chris.
Yeah.
Come on, a dwarf with a jetpack and a rocket-powered freaking axe. It's like totally up my tree.
Yeah.
And oh, bye-bye, Chris.
Axe to the face.
Axe to the face. And hold on, since it's one of the package, I have also. And this is one of the first. This is one of our first. No, the second collaboration. I think that.
Yeah, because I think the first one was for Dusty Tortillas.
Yeah, it was that pin up there.
Yeah.
Then I did this for him.
Yeah.
And that's when I'm like, I guess whose my color is. I remember the guy redrew, like he started coloring the book, then he restarted everything because he just leveled up. Pretty solid too. Yeah, you can get that on inkslayerinternet.com. And the new stuff, the new book is on Amazon. And we don't have a sample from his book, but we have a sample from mine. So this is the quality that you get from Amazon.
Yeah.
It's good. Like, don't get me wrong, it's good. It's just the interior pages. It's not the same quality as what we have. Like, it's a bit more rougher.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's still not bad.
Yeah, no, it's pretty good. Like, I'm not trying to dish. I'm just trying to say that there's a difference between the printing that we do. Like the colors in my other version pop a lot more.
Yeah.
No, it's pretty good quality. That's my point. But I see it as the direct edition, or the newsstand, our newsstand edition, compared to what we do. And look who's going to be happy, by the way. Look what's in there.
Nice.
So Pale Rider, it's also in there. And this is one of my favorite. I really like Queen Ulrika.
Yeah.
Cover was dope.
Oh yeah, I was pretty happy with how that turned out.
Mm-hmm. Like we could print it like the size of a movie poster.
Yeah.
One day I'll have it. I'm telling you, it's gonna see it big. Like I really like that cover. And it's one of those stories where it's like, oh, it's just a fun thing that I end up really having fun.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and is that the right edition? No. That was the first test proof that I did, so there was some pages missing. I just wanted to check the color rendering. So I didn't have this supplemental that I put for the final edition, which, let me show you what it is. So you get to do the story. Oh, hello. Then you have this. Some of the prints some art from the first campaign. We have that little, not biopsis, you could say. Synopsis, whatever. Biography, there you go. And then you have this.
Sweet.
Nice little 6-page of that. So this is the quality you would get from Amazon. So this is what your book is going to look like. For mine were 44 pages. Him is 36. The link is in the description. It's in the chat on YouTube. And let's just say hi, Ace, since I can't highlight his message.
Yeah. Hello.
What's up, Ace? Now let's go back to the duo and reduce my big head.
And the sooner we get enough copies sold of issue 3, we can get work started on issue 4, where we will see Yogar return.
Mm-hmm. Which is what I'm working on right now. Huh? Let me just show this.
Oh yeah, now that's going to be another return of Yogar, but this is going to be
Oh, this is going to be part of the Inkslayer book,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
he's on a little vacation, and I really enjoyed learning that dwarf.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
issue 3 story is one of those stories where when I was writing it, like, oh, I'm so looking forward to seeing this drawn. I was pretty happy with how it came out. Just, how, get it after working on Tales from the Natverse and then going back to it is like, yeah, I really leveled up. So,
yeah, you did.
so yeah,
And-
getting able to see my work on Henry again with the improvements.
Oh, let me go back to the duo.
Yeah.
Yeah. So these are the 6 pages of preview that's going to be available, and right now we're also thinking of doing a nice little ash can. That would be kind of interesting. That could be like what we're calling the Inkslayer primer. Technically, would be a black and white sample, like a pilot thing.
Mhm.
So like we'll put a few pages of our black and white of our project that's going to be in the main book, and it's going to be like we're going to try and keep it limited.
Yeah.
But it's going to be on the website. It's not going to be crowdfunding. Or maybe Amazon.
Oh, true.
We'll think about it. But it's something that we've been working on the side for quite a while. We talked about this like a while back. And the team changed a little bit. Then we got new people, and Preston sent me like his 8-page 9 Devil that he's gonna be putting in there. Dude, it looks pretty dope. We know we're gonna. There's Hero by Scotsman. There's gonna be Yogar by you with me on the art.
Mhm.
And me, there's supposed to be Demona in there.
Nice.
Demona. Not Demona, Demona. Like Dead Mona. Demona. D-E-A. Dead. It's, yeah. I wanted to be different from the Demona from Gargoyles. But it's also a type of like play on word. There's a reason why she's called Demona. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Spoiler, unless it's spoiler unless you read that Rocket thing. But she was technically born while her mother died, so that's why the Dead Mona. And the first 5 pages were technically my first attempt of trying to do Patreon and having a webcomic on there, releasing a page every week or two. But after 5 pages, and I was doing them black and white, colored and lettered and shit and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I didn't even have one pack. I had one supporter at that level. I'm like, okay, we're gonna call it quits, and I just closed it. I wanted to see if people it was something people would be interested or pick up on, But I kind of find that Patreon is a bit harder to sell, it would seem, unless you're a big,
Or you have the right opinions.
I like the fact Brad Booth is there. Adam Warren. I used to be a patron of all of them, but I had to take a break for a while, and the fact that my account was suspended for a while. and I couldn't get it back. Because for some reason, legally, they decided that they wanted to anybody that was doing 18 up are, not safe for work, because I didn't announce safe for work because sometimes there's some nudity or very violence and stuff like that and things I share from my backers, right?
Yeah.
So I didn't want to mess around. I just went, yeah, adult stuff. I don't care. But they asked me to freaking prove my ID, and they wouldn't take my card. I even tried with the passport on the thing. I had to freaking do it. Anyways. It finally worked with my phone, but I had to use my passport. Remember that happened to me with the Indiegogo too?
I think so, yeah.
They don't take our ID here. That's a Medicare card, but they take the passport and the fact that I don't have a valid driving license. So to them, it's like I don't have anything. Because there's no point renewing a driver's license when you don't drive.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm working on the final page of that preview.
Yeah.
But when we launch the campaign, they're all going to be colored and lettered and available on the campaign, so you can read them right there. But the premise is, if you guys are not aware of it, is to have we're 5 creators, so the idea is to have 5 different IPs, but technically we each have a spot of like 20 something pages. So we can put 1 story or 2 if we want, but you're getting about 20 pages of us. And what we're doing is technically me. That's what I'm doing. Beacon is doing the same thing with Scotsman. And Preston might be doing 2. Like half of it's going to be the nine Devil, and another half something else. And Brian, I'm not sure what he's going to do yet. But the idea is to try and have, like, for me and Beacon at least, and Scotsman, is to have 20-something page per book. And by the end of three books of Inkslayer, you're going to have 1 full story of the IP that's in there. So Yogar's Tale is going to be like 60-something pages. About 68, yeah. So is Demona, and Demona also opens the door for the return of my first ever character that I created and self-published, called Wolf Dragon. And I don't know, I might connect them to the blood. I think maybe, because like she's not like it, but she's technically like Demona. For me, she's like my sorcerer supreme in a way. She's not a sorceress. The person that can go from different dimensions and stuff.
Mm.
But Demona it's really attached to, linked to Wolf Dragon since the beginning. Mm-hmm. So now back to the subject of the ship. What else do you want to tell us about Seven Legions?
So for issue 3, I'll tell you a little bit about the demons. So in this issue, you got 2 main demons that it focuses on. One is named Tyrion, the other is named Vera. And Tyrion was put in charge of the raid that Azrakal's ship gets caught in, where because Tyrion and Vera's son had dishonored the species, because the demons have a ritual. Because so on the demons' homeworld is the demons have 2 homeworlds that are sort of orbiting each other, constantly pulling on each other, and the planets are ripping each other apart. So both of them are volcanic hellscapes. So all the demons live on these biodomes, and to keep the populations down so they can continue living there, they have, whenever a group of young demons turns 18, everyone who turned 18 in that same 4-month period, they're all taken to a arena where they fight to the death until only one is left standing. So Tyrion and Vera's son, it was his time to go in there, and he had won. It was just him and one other demon that were alive in there. And, this other demon was badly wounded. There was no way he was going to get up and fight back. And so he said, I'm not doing this. He just stops. He stops fighting. So then the demons in charge of the whole thing, they decide, we're not going to stand for that. And they just shoot both of them. So, so the demon leadership said, all right, your son was the first one to ever do that. And this is such an affront to our ritual that, you've got to prove that your lineage is not tainted. So they send him and his wife off on a mission to raid, and basically they're supposed to destroy an entire colony. So, that's when Azrael's ship gets caught in the crossfire. And yeah.
And that's in issue 3.
Yep. Not all of it. I'm just giving the overall context. You get a lot more backstory here than. Oh, hey, so physical media love affair. Hey, gents, hope you're doing great. About to put Clark to bed. Just saying hi to some of my favorite people. Oh, hey, I'm guessing that's Murphy.
And the gents, hope you're doing great. About to put Clark. Yep, that's what's up.
Yep. Hey.
That sounds like Murphy.
Yep. Cool. Good seeing you.
Yeah. We're named on physical media love affair.
Yeah.
But it is a love affair.
Yeah, so right here I'm drawing Alana. She's basically Azrael's version of Robin. She was an orphan who was on the run, and when she first met Azrael, she was an orphan who was on the run. The group of orphans she was with got attacked by animals, and she was the only survivor. And Azrael decided to take her under his wing and help her to, help. I guess just sort of helped her get back on her feet, and then,
The name changes along.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Nice to see you. I almost made the show today. If it wasn't for 7 Legion, I was gonna make a Cadillac and dinosaur. I was thinking about it because the other day I shared the thing and I found like a website where they have all the Cadillac and dinosaur episodes. And I was like, I downloaded them, and I'm like, that would be kind of cool. I even thought about doing He-Man.
Yeah.
I think we did it not too long ago.
Oh, yeah.
And lately, I was trying to get some manga or anime type of. I'm on that little mood lately.
Yeah.
I was thinking of doing Dirty Pair soon, or Ghost in the Shell or something. Like, I want to start doing a bit more of a anime and manga influence, and maybe pick some French comics and mix that up with promoting people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bit of everything. Oh, Doodle and Chill for a reason. And like many people realize or talking about is this thing about art is you have to have fun in it. Otherwise, it become a chore and you don't enjoy it to do it anymore. So it's the same thing with streaming.
Yeah.
Like right now, we're starting to do morning roast again every Saturday morning.
Nice.
And you're our guest on the next one.
Sweet. Yeah.
Trying to promote this plan because we thought it would be a good idea to be able to offer smaller version of our books there.
Yeah. And one thing I've started doing with the with these print on demand things is I'm starting to feature ads in there. So if for anyone who's got a project coming up, they want to advertise. I mean, I'll start selling the slots once I'm like starting to finish up, so that I don't get in the situation where it's like, oh hey, someone bought an ad spot for their campaign coming up in 2 months, and we've already
campaign's already closed and that's funded.
Yeah. So yeah.
I'm taking action, so to be able to finance my book a bit more ahead of time, and if everything goes according to plan, I'll be having three at least a minimum of 3 books out every year.
Nice.
Hopefully everything goes well, and
Yeah.
the financing.
I'm hoping to be able to have 2 more issues done this year. Hoping to.
Like I don't make enough and to get my books all done in advance, but I can invest in having them done as much as possible in advance.
Yeah.
And working on more than one book, as you know, a lot of the books like that coming out, I started working on it like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So it's a steady evolution of work, but I'm getting ready to unleash and upend the world. And Alex is doing an amazing job coloring that Blood Hunt.
Oh yeah, it's looking good.
And as soon as she's done with the first one, she's gonna start on the second Blood Hunt.
Nice.
The only thing I'm not sure what I'm gonna do is I was thinking maybe of doing like Blood Hunt Colored Edition #1 before doing the second Blood Hunt, and maybe doing Blood Hunt 2 Black and White and Colored Edition in there.
Yeah.
Right. But I'm wondering if I shouldn't wait till Alex is done with issue 1, maybe do Blood Hunt 2 Black and White, then do the 2. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not decided yet on how I'm going to approach this, but the idea is to have 2 Blood Hunt. It's to have the Blood Hunt Colored Edition, which I like to call the in bloody colors. Blood Hunt in bloody colors. And having Blood Hunt #2, I want to have the conclusion to the Nat the Merc book. And I'd like to have Metal Valkyrie out. All that this year, if possible, or by the beginning of next year.
Yeah.
With the rise of manga and stuff like that, like I do like color books. Don't get me wrong. But that said, it's way faster to just do black and white books.
Yeah.
And cheaper. But that said, colors are just so sweet.
Oh yeah.
Beacon did an amazing job on the Nadverse stuff.
Thanks.
And I'm pretty proud of my job, my coloring too lately. So.
Yeah. Huh. I will open up. I'll actually start opening up pages for issue 4.
Want to show up some stuff?
Sure. Yeah, I'll start with showing off some issue 3.
Okay, hold on. That's true. I can't highlight. Okay, but if you share your screen, I can highlight your shit. So share your screen. Yeah.
Okay. Where's
That's the only way I know. Like I cannot highlight your window, but I can highlight your your screen share.
Okay. Now let's see if screen share on here works as well as the other ones.
Should.
No.
And while you do this, here's a sample of something I'm working on in a little commission. Sexy time.
All right.
It's a piece I'm doing for somebody. I'm not gonna say what it is or whatever because I'm showing it because right now it's just mainly just still not clear who it is, but it's an homage to Berserk cover. Whoop.
Nice.
Back to this. Oh, it's true. It appears below here. Okay. Now that I keep waiting. There you go.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, one change from it to issue 3 is that I've started doing half the artwork with Sim doing the layouts for these pages.
Yeah, we took over the manga aspect of it.
Yeah. So, and another one thing I'm doing with the coloring is I'm doing a retro anime look, like going for the style of like the retro anime movie, with the 3-tone cell shading and the painted backgrounds. Yeah, so you got, they're after Hiko's adopted, they're taking him to the to Odani Castle, the headquarters of the Azai clan. There you got
I was gonna make a joke going, and when I met him, he couldn't draw for shit.
I couldn't. So yeah, so you got a little image of the group in the background, sort of marching. Got 2 soldiers, swinging a kid, playing with them, because you get bored marching through the through Japan.
You have to zone out and go on cruise control and go and get in your hand and just walk straight.
Yeah. So then you got this little homage to the frog people of Comicsgate. With a frog being attacked by a crane.
Sorry, I went on the YouTube thing and it's not showing up here yet. Oh, yeah, it is. Retro anime with painted background. You say interesting idea.
Yeah.
yeah, dude. You never denied it that the idea came from Hero. You had the idea from it.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, that looks cool.
Yeah,
I like that. Yeah. So then they arrived that night in the town of Biwakishi, which is going to be a central hub area for the series going forward. There's the house.
I like that little forest that you rendered. It came out nice.
Oh yeah. You got this. You got this house here. This is where Hiko grows up for the into adulthood.
Mm-hmm.
And got the villagers' houses and all that. So then he's taken Parlu, who you met in issue 2. She, once everyone else is asleep, she takes him to meet with her father, who is named Arios. He is a retired Seraphim who's investigating the disappearance of Azrakal. And yeah. He has the power to project his mind or soul into the minds of others. So yeah, that's what's going on here. You see his spirit walking behind Hiko.
And that bullet train in the middle of nowhere.
Oh yeah, the Silver Bullet RV with jet engines, because they gotta fly around.
Of course, I want one.
Yeah. So then, Azrael puts on this little, Arios puts on this little Cerebro device to try and figure out why Hiko's dreaming of the life of Azrael rather than having normal dreams.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And you cut to the story of Azrakal.
And then we get to the other artists.
Yep, you get to this is art by Henry Ponciano, really talented.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, many people in Comicsgate have heard of him. He's done a lot of cool projects. And yeah, you got this these two this orc character and this goblin character, Aldrin and Goran. The goblin sort of hates all orcs because the orcs had enslaved the goblins for centuries, and the orc is just like, the orc's just trying to be, a soldier. He doesn't care about all that. He's more of a gentle giant type. You got this character here, Raven. She's an angel. She sort of outranks the goblin, sees him sort of picking on the orc. Chucks a magazine at him, whacks him upside the head, and then gets very intimidating. Yeah. And then demons arrive, rip things apart. And I'll just cut ahead to avoid spoilers. But yeah. So there you go. That's the summary, a little glimpse at issue 3. Yeah, it's a fun story.
And now you're working on the next issue, because we already laid out the manga aspect, the our aspect of the book. It's laid out, and he's working on it already.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's still 5 pages left to lay out, but yeah, it's mostly done.
Yeah.
Got a little bit of work done here. So in issue 4, you have a bit of a time jump to where he goes an adult.
Mm-hmm.
So there he is with his katana. He was walking along, minding his own business when his childhood friend, who was watching the village kids, like, "Oh, hey, Hiko, why don't you tell him one of your stories?" And he's like, "Oh, God, I guess." Walks over, tells them a horrific story that traumatizes all the kids. And the kids are all looking around like, the kids are all crying, all scared. And then, and he goes like, "Well, see ya." He walks off. But yeah, so issue 4 is going to be fun as well, but issue 3 is definitely a good one. So especially the story with the demons.
Mm-hmm. And all you have to do is go on Amazon and grab your copy. And if you're lucky enough, and you can also get free shipping with your Amazon subscription.
Yeah, and I forget. I think it was Soul Ion in Chris's chat earlier. He said that when he ordered his, I think it might have been Natverse or Blood Hunt, one of the two from Amazon. It arrived for him 2 days later.
Yeah, it was Blood Hunt. Yep.
Yeah. So and he's in somewhere
in Germany.
Germany.
He's in Germany. Yep.
Yeah. So that's pretty quick for.
It's why we decided to test Amazon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Took me a while to be able to put it up there too, mine. But Blood Hunt was there digitally like 2-3 years ago. I couldn't get the freaking physical to go live, and I got really flustered.
Oh yeah, that was. Oh my god, that was the most infuriating thing. Cause it was like,
dude, I got Steve to do like multiple, and Steve died. Come on, he knows exactly what the fuck he's doing, and they would always like, nope. He was like, what the hell? Like, I know.
Yeah, it's like the margins still aren't right. And
then the thing is, I understood the difference. It's that the fact that their program was originally made for novels.
Yeah.
So that box of margin for the dialogues is very short. Like imagine when you open a novel, the big margin there, but you have to respect that for your dialogues, which is not a thing when you print comics usually. It's way thinner, so you get screwed a lot.
And I wound up talking to one of their customer service people, or like one of their like, it's like, well, the reason they set this is in case the printing shifts.
Yeah.
So, and I was like, sir, I understand that, but if the page shifts that much, I'm going to tell my customer to return it because that is a horrific misprint.
Yeah, pretty much. But their stuff is automated, so this is what happens when you don't have human to do stuff.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, it's a great freaking thing though to be able to set up your comic by yourself on their freaking platform.
Yeah, and then have people internationally be able to buy it without having to pay $40 to ship it to them.
Yep, I mean that's the main thing why I wanted to do it. But your approach is to do the floppies there first, and then doing a collected edition in the campaign. Me, I'm doing it the other way around.
Yeah.
So you get like that. My backers get the story first, then I can break it up in 2-3 books and put that on Amazon.
Yep.
Like the first one was broken down in 2 books. So you have Nat the Merc #1 and you have Nat the Merc 0. That's Nat verse 1 split in 2. Right now, like I've said in one of the twice, I think in the updates, I was considering changing the title of the book. Instead of calling them Nat verse, just go straight to Nat the Merc book 2, book 1 or something. You know what I mean? Just continuing.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot harder to sell Tales on the Natverse, and since I started Natverse, there's so many verses that it's not even funny that even I go like, yeah, that's too much. And back then there was not that many.
Yeah.
Tales on the Natverse, I was like, that's a cool idea. Now everybody's a verse, a Natverse, a Rip-a-verse, a this verse, a that verse. I'm like, yeah, and it's harder to sell, so I'm gonna go. Well, get Nat Merc, and then at the end of Nat the Merc, you have Tales from the Natverse, which is a story from another character in the same universe.
Yeah.
But the thing is, after Tales from the Natverse 2, that difference is when it gets split after, you're gonna have 2 books of Nat the Merc and 1 book of Metal Valkyrie.
Nice.
Just Planet 69 is 44 pages by itself.
Gee.
So that issue is just going to be Planet 69. It's a double issue. And then after that, you're going to get Blood Brothers Part 2. And talking about Natverse, the book, working on it. We're almost done.
Sweet.
All that's left is getting some lettering, editing, and maybe I'll add a page or 2. But yeah. Already contacted Beacon a while back going, might add 2 pages maybe to Metal Valkyrie. He knows exactly what I mean and where it is if I do it.
There we go. All right, I'm happy with how this is turning out.
Yeah, it's coming out nice.
Yeah.
And another thing that to get you talking a little bit more about your 7 legions. Where does the the origin come from? Your inspiration from all of this. Where'd you get it? What got you going to 7 legions?
Okay, so
and not the human centipede.
Oh, the centipede thing.
The centipede from the 24-hour comic there that we did.
Oh yeah, centipede. That was just a joke thing that I put together, but
that's how we became friends. We participated in something called anyways, it was a 24-hour comic thing.
Yeah.
And with Narwhal and stuff that we all put together, and then me, Beacon, and Red were the only ones still up.
Yeah.
Everybody went crazy.
We were the only two that finished our books too.
Yeah.
Our 8-page comics. I mean, mine was definitely more of a joke, and I didn't take the art too seriously in it. But yeah,
Let me go see if hold on. Let me go get mine. I think I still have it.
But so the inspiration for Seven Legions, where that initially came from. So when I was in high school, I had written a 600-page novel set in early feudal Japan. And Seven Legions was initially going to be a story. It was just going to be a historical fiction that was the continuation of that story about an orphan who becomes a Ronin. And he's trying to find out who his family is and all that as he goes. It's almost like a more serious Forrest Gump in feudal Japan, where he's just going through all these major battles, serving as a Ronin. But then it gradually evolved. I was really into Bleach at the time, so then that sort of adapted into the Seven Legions story of it, making it sort of a supernatural historical fiction, where Hiko winds up discovering a society of angels that was basically like the soul, society, where he got the in Bleach you got the captains and you got the their subordinates.
Welcome to Scotsman.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. I tried to. I thought I had put the automatic thing on and it didn't work. I had to go give you the access. Sorry. But you're in, dude. Just turn on your camera, put on your mic, and you're in the show, buddy.
Yeah.
There you go. I'm sorry. It usually, like when I first used it, like I put allow on, and it wouldn't let me. So thank you for the heads up, so I can go allow you. Now you're muted though.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Bottom on the screen. You don't see it all the way at the bottom there? You see a little mic next to the camera?
Now am I still muted?
No, you're fine. You have a beautiful silky voice. What's up?
I'm sitting there in that back room going...
Oh, you're still in the back room until you're allowed? You were there?
Yeah.
Because I don't see you. That's the thing.
Yeah, it said waiting for a host to allow or something like that.
Yeah.
So I wasn't in the studio. I was sitting there. It says just a message says waiting for a host to allow. I'm like,
still getting used to this, but I'm really enjoying it though. To be quite honest, for free. Yeah.
It's a new interface. It's interesting. I had to, I'm sure you guys are using OBS Studio, so you already had to do the thing where you got to fight for permissions for your camera.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or like you first join it, and then your face cam is off, and it's like, so you got to like incrementally like add it and then quit, and then add it and then open it and then quit and then add it and open and quit, and then finally it goes like, oh, okay.
Now you have a camera. Yay.
Oh, you want to use that camera? Oh, got it. Yeah, I'll let go of it and let OBS have it back.
Sometimes you have to go on your OBS and go reset the camera, change the camera, put it back on your camera, and it's for it to appear.
Yeah, because it probably the default position of the studio plugin is to take exclusive control over devices.
Yeah. Okay.
So there's no conflict.
So, I'm going to show you guys what we're talking about. I found my the comic book I drew in 24 hours. Well, when was it? 2019, I think we did that, Beacon? 2018, 2019? Yeah. So ever since Mid Beacon, we've been like some of the best pals.
Yeah.
Okay, let me do this. And then this was it. It was doing a Wolf Dragon comic. So I did a 8-page comic book. And we had some things that we had to do, like a dot in the cloud. So here's my dot in the cloud. All right. So he's climbing. Then we had to have those type of like a key thing with those logos and stuff. And then there was a sword. And there was the guy lying down on the freaking. So I just integrated everything. We had to pick 2, and I just took everything and just went with it. So you have Wolf Dragon climbing up the mountain, like, going for the secret on the top of the mountain. Gets to the house there, he uses his fire to open it. The lock's open. He sees a dead knight, a dead centurion right there. Grabs the sword from it. Then you see him getting punched out of the mountain. Gets back up. To have that centurion coming out, forming an entire golem type of like giant monster with the rocks of the mountain. Wolf Dragon
like Zeke from Heavy Metal.
Yeah, steroids. And then you have a Wolf Dragon here transforming the sword into his sword, running towards the creature. Okay, I had to cut it short, so he just blasts through his chest, ripping the centurion there and dead.
Nice.
So the undead centurion is dead by the Wolf Dragon, and that was like done in 24 hours. And after that, I slept for 2 days.
Yeah.
But this is what happens when you're trying to do a comic fast.
Yeah. You want to see the result of my rushed comic?
Oh, you have it? Hold on.
Yeah.
Are you sharing your screen?
Yep.
Okay, let me go to this book. There you go.
Yeah, so
so the human centipede.
No, it's just a centipede.
Okay.
Yeah. So you got the Sword in the Stone thing, which is like a bakery sign or a cafe sign.
Not only did he finish his story too, but he did dialogues.
Yeah. With a typical like Hall of, I thought, meanwhile the Hall of Justice sort of dialogue.
Meanwhile, back at the halls of justice.
Yeah. It's like the city of New Cleveland, a city on the mend. The criminal element is in retreat, but the scars remind us of what once was. We owe this recovery to one man, Centipede, the centipedal man. Got the, he's in his...
He got legs for days.
Yeah. He's just sort of walking along, dressed like a normal guy, getting ready to cross the street. Someone waves him over. New Cleveland has become a kinder place. A patient place. And he walks by, trailing all his legs behind him. And the guy just sitting there, his car like, oh, God, why? He goes in the subway. Goes to the turnstile. Waiting on the subway platform. Walks in the train. Sits in the seat. Little kid just sort of staring at it like, what the hell? Then, giant dinosaur starts attacking the city. Oh God, a giant dinosaur. If only we had a hero to save us. Why are you looking at me? Come on, man, you're human. You're a centipede. Centipede doesn't wear glasses. Are you fucking serious?
See, how can you not become friends with a guy with a sense of humor like this?
He's just sort of sitting on the train, sigh. You see him suit up. And then, on the power of 100 legs, Centipede races to battle. Pack it in, boys. Centipede is here. He rushes at the dinosaur and then turns back to the guy on the subway train. I told you. Because turns out that wasn't actually Centipede. Just another random guy with 100 legs. Defeats the dinosaur. He defeats the dinosaur, punches through its throat.
Cool. You know what? His arch enemy could be Adonis, like Adonis.
Yeah,
Adonis.
It turns out Centipede is actually some demonic-looking thing. Yeah.
That's actually very creepy.
Yeah. Well, there's a reason that there's no more criminals in the town because he
eats them.
He ate them, like he's eating the dinosaur, just pulling fistfuls of meat out of it.
Yeah, and when he eats them, he burps like Barney from The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Open a door,
Wiggly
get
lips.
on the floor. Everybody walk that dinosaur.
And I've thought about doing a little joke comic thing, like 40s.
The return of the centipede.
Yeah, like I like the idea of doing like doing just like a lot of shorts about centipede. And, like one where it's supposed to be like the origin of centipede. It's like little Timmy was a kid who wanted to become a superhero.
Why don't you just slide it as like a cartoon or a radio show or a TV show in the Seven Legions?
Ooh, yeah.
Right? Like a little it would kind of be fucking like just.
It's like an itchy and scratchy show kind of thing, like like an insert.
Yeah. Okay, so the origin story of centipede. Little Timmy was a boy who wanted to become a superhero, and noting all the other superhero origin stories, he decided to find a toxic waste dump and dive in. Little Timmy died of cancer later that year, and then centipede arrived in town.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you should do that, dude. Use it as one of those comedic things like you're doing in your. Yeah.
It's an audio drama that your characters all gather around to listen to.
Or it's a cartoon that he grew up watching that he likes to rewatch once in a while with a new episode when he's bored. I don't know. What are you watching? Centipede again?
Yeah. And there's
Centipede
also
versus Godzilla.
there's also another story idea that I had for like a Golden Age style joke thing. It's a 1940s detective who got a hold of an amulet that allows him to shrink. And his name is the Amazing Micro Dick.
Remember that one.
The Amazing Micro Dick, also known as the Shrinking Gumshoe.
It's all just a bunch of unintentional dick jokes.
Micro Dick.
His noir style love interest character's like, oh, you always leave me so unsatisfied.
I have a micro penis. Are you surprised?
Story of my life.
Yeah, he's in a warehouse fighting the mafia guy. The guy's like, where are you, Micro Dick? It's like, oh, you know me. I'm a grower, not a shower.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what are you working on, Scotsman?
Just refining some of the line art from this page here after I deadlined it. So once losing the line weights, it's now single weight strokes, and I'm just going through and just refining some of the faces and touching things up.
Red Dress Press says,
good thing that Scotsman has a micro penis.
Nice.
What's up, Chris? Welcome back.
Ew.
We all know it's not the size of the wave, but the motion of the ocean.
Be like water.
Said a guy with a small dick.
But could punch through a wall and jump 9 feet tall.
Remember when
pick your
what was
fights.
One of the bits that Daniel Tosh had was like, people say money can't buy happiness. Those are people who don't have any. He's like, money will buy a wave runner. It's impossible to not be happy on a wave runner.
So I was technically trying to give a segue to you plugging your Hero book that's going to be part of the Inkslayer book. And are you going to be putting your first your first pages in black and white in the ash can if we do it? Called the ink slayer primer.
In black and white?
Yep.
Oh, so I got to grayscale my paints?
Or no? Well, yeah, shoot for your backgrounds.
Yeah, because you know, there's this trend going around with painted backgrounds and retro anime.
Yeah, I know. I don't know where the fuck you guys copied it from, but you know.
But yeah,
those... I'm just saying, you know, the 70s are trying to call you and going like, you know, sup, dude.
Dude, I went on a expedition, and I went through and found links of all these retro YouTube channels, and I saw you replied, and I shared a bunch of them, and like I tripled my anime library last night.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I found shit that I've only seen once.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing too. I grabbed a few today, and I'm probably gonna grab a few more. Like I was thinking of grabbing some of those RoboCops.
Yeah, that channel, that what was it called?
Orbital.
Oh, yeah. That channel has like full on like Saturday morning cartoon runs.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you were a little kid, you were in Canada. I don't know what you experienced, but like
the same fucking thing as you did. We used to have the same type of cartoons.
No, you didn't.
Yes, we did. Voltron.
You
Five
guys,
fucking robots making one giant robot.
You guys sat there and stared at a rock.
Yeah, probably that. Yeah.
Drew a picture on it and stared at it.
Drinking maple syrup straight out of the fucking tree, dude.
Dude, that's the entertainment was watching a moose beat their uncle up.
That's right. But no, like all these
fucker.
Yeah, all these TV shows from Saturday morning cartoons and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
there's a lot.
I didn't really download any of those, but I noticed that some of the people commenting in the comments were also retro anime channels. Ooh. So I checked some of their channels, and they had shit that I'd seen once or never seen.
So then, like, you're gonna have to give me those too.
I sleuthed hard last night, so I found some really cool shit, dude. Like,
I grabbed something called Burn that I've never seen. Burn something. Okay. Burnt Up or something like that. That's an anime. Never seen it.
I found an anime called Bastard.
Dude,
heard of that?
Yeah, we watched it already.
Not me.
You didn't?
Mm-mm. I watched part of it. It's good, dude.
It's fucking good. The original one is it's fucking insane.
I've never seen it.
Oh, yeah, dude, it's fucking great. I love it. I have it.
Yeah. And then
what's his name? Snyder. Yeah. And Metallitica. Metal. Everything is it's a metal name.
Then I was able to find a couple of dubs of Dengayo.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, English dubs, but only episode 2 and 3. I couldn't find episode 1 anywhere. And I found some streaming sites that have it on there too. And you could choose whether you want to show the sub or the dub. Mm. If you go to episode 1 on any of them and click dub, there's nothing. None of them have it. It's apparently wasn't dubbed. So
what else interesting did you find?
Let's see. I'm going to it's in my Dropbox. Let's see. All right.
Give me access. I'll download a few.
I could add you to the list. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Maybe I could put some of the stuff I have that you don't too in there.
That's true. Okay, let me share my screen here.
Share screen. Okay, I sent you the what was the last thing I sent you?
Chrome tab.
Drifters.
Yeah, that's in there. Yeah. Okay, so
Crusher Joe, damn, that's good.
So these I took most of them out of folders.
Oh, Gunbusters.
Dude, I have so much Gunbuster, dude. I've got all these like alternate things as well.
Any good?
Is Gunbuster good?
Mm-hmm.
Gunbuster's fucking awesome.
I want to watch this.
Oh, dude, it's so good. And then now this is the bulk of it right down here. So I got a bunch of different Megazone resolutions, and because some of them are like 3 hours long. Got the Tank Police,
The
Ixer,
80 Police,
Eamon Saga, Angel Cop. This is like a collected. Some of these I can delete because they're duplicates. Apocalypse Zero,
you got some Armitage,
Area 88. This is pretty crazy.
Oh yeah, and I don't remember seeing this.
It's good. Armitage, yeah, we've watched that. Bow. Did you watch Bow?
I've watched an OVA. I think of it like
so. The Bow is like a worm that infests you, and like when you take damage, it like it's like a transformation story. Like gives you superpowers. Then there's Bastard, Battle Angel. Right, we've watched that. Battle Royale High School. This is kind of wild.
I've never seen. I don't think I've seen this.
Big Wars and Black Magic is a couple duplicate. Black Widow. That's kind of weird. It's sort of like a hentai. So like I don't know. It's kind of a ghosty like demon story. Blue Sonnet.
Yeah.
Bubblegum Crisis. Obviously,
Yeah.
That's 1.7 gigabytes in an MP4.
Cobra. Is that the one I have, or it's another one?
I think it's a different episode.
Oh yeah.
Cosmo Police Justy. This is kind of wild. I'm actually going to study this one because there's some art style cues and references in there that I'm really interested in. So I'm going to be watching this pretty carefully.
I want to watch that.
And obviously we've all watched Crusher Joe a bunch of times. And then Dengayo, like this is the sub and these are the dubs, but I only have dubs for 2 and 3. Demon City Shinjuku, which is a horror, I'm not really interested in that at all, but I got it. Devil Hunter and then Dirty Pair, all the different Dirty Pairs. I have another folder with all of the Dirty Pairs, but then I got these standalone versions.
Devil Hunter Yoko.
Devil Hunter. Oh, this right here. Yeah, it's kind of like a it's another one of those demon anime.
Okay.
It's pretty good. I previewed a lot of these. Dragon Slayer, which is kind of cool. This one's really old looking.
Gal Force, that was okay. I might want to re-grab it. I don't know if I still have them.
Which one?
Gal Force.
Oh, the Gal Force. Yeah. And then we watched the Gen 13 animated movie already. And then the Gaia Earth Genesis Survivor series, Ghost in the Shell, Ghost Sweeper. That's another cool one. These are kind of really old. And then Gundress, Guy Double Target.
Oh, you got some Harlock?
Oh yeah.
Oh, in English?
Yeah. Huh. And then a whole series of Hellsing. This is not the abridged, it's the original.
Yeah, I have that too.
Kiki's Delivery Service. You got to have that in there if you're anybody.
Cat that's technically like an Aliens, but with a cat.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Legend of Lemire, that's good. That's like Tarna, but manga.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Then more Megazone. I got a bunch of some of these are duplicates, but there were so many different quality versions. I was trying to get the highest quality, and some of them are different cuts. Like one of them's the entire story of the original Megazone, and then there's the Harmony Gold edit, and then there's another different edit, and like so. And some of these are like sequels, so I got to go through and figure out which one I want to keep and which one I want to get rid of.
And the first Megazone is the one that got transformed into Robotech #1.
And then Midnight Eye Goku. This is another kind of horror thing. Millennium Actress. That's kind of wild. The Mall Diver series, like that's
never seen that.
It's all right. I mean, I wanted it just because there were so many episodes of it, because it's kind of good to put on some episodes.
Tank Police.
Yeah, Tank Police. Can't go wrong with that. The Golf Force. Then I have 2 Ninja Scrolls. I got the dub and the sub. The dub, I could really just delete that one right now because Jubei sounds so weird. They chose the worst voice actor for it.
Yeah.
I way prefer the sub. Orgus, that's I don't know. It's an interesting tale. Like I didn't really watch the whole thing, but I kind of looked through it. Outlanders, that's the one with the girl who comes to Earth and like kills everybody and then like falls in love with the guy because he kisses her.
Yeah.
Phantom Quest.
She kisses him to learn the language.
Yeah, but didn't they like fall? Didn't she like fall in love with him after she kissed
him?
Yeah.
After she falls in love with him, yeah.
But it was to learn the language. Is that what it was? To learn the language?
It was to learn the language, yeah.
Because I remember she said, "You speak our. We kissed, didn't we, or whatever, something like that."
Yeah, that's the thing because they learn language by kissing.
And Project A-Code. This is kind of a shoujo anime, but it's like I don't know. There's some fight sequences that are kind of interesting. And
Did you ever see something called Ikitusen?
Doesn't ring a bell.
Okay.
Let's see. Relic Armor Legacium.
Is that any good?
I just previewed it. I kind of like clicked through the video file and like looked to see if there were any cool fights or anything. It looked interesting. It's something I'll definitely watch.
Chris is saying Battle Royale. That manga upset me when I was a young man.
Which one did?
Battle Royale.
Oh, the one that the Hunger Games is based off of?
Yep.
Oh, okay. RG Veda, these just cool art. I didn't really watch the story, so I don't know.
Ryako, that's the first one.
Yeah.
Robot Carnival, that's a good anthology.
And it's a Robot Carnival. That's another like horror.
It's anthology. It's not just horror, but yeah.
Riding Bean, obviously we watched that one, which is good. And this Robotech the Untold Story is Megazone, but it's such a high quality version that I don't know. So I wanted to keep that. And then there's other Shadow Chronicles, which is another cut, kind of a prequel to that. Sakura Wars. Not bad. These are
Space Adventure Cobra. Okay, that's the original that I had, right?
That's the full one, right? Okay. And then Space Battleship Yamato. This one's good.
That's part of the Harlock.
It's kind of low quality. It's not great. Some of these are like 360 and 480p, but that's because they're VHS rips.
Oh, you have Guyver?
Yeah. I think this is the live action version, though.
Is it? With Mark Hamill?
I think so. Let's see.
Just that looks. What was it? 1994. Yeah, that looks like it kind of seems like it would be.
Not sure. This tabs. Let me see. I'll just mute it real quick. Audio. Let's see. Action.
Yeah, live action. It wasn't that bad. Back in the days.
Hakkenden, the series there.
I don't know what that is.
It's a samurai thing. Another samurai thing.
Tokyo Babylon.
They were 11, which is kind of weird. Tokyo Babylon. Now I saw these on the archive on the archive.org, and I just clicked through them. It looks really interesting. The Vampire Princess Miyu.
I'm not sure. Okay.
Venus Wars, Violence Jack. Yeah. That's crazy. Fucking insane.
Yes, it is.
And then Wicked City and Wrath of the Ninja. So my anime archive fucking exploded yesterday.
There's about like 3 or 4 in there that I want to grab that I don't have.
Yeah.
And obviously
Gunbusters, dude. This is probably my favorite right now.
Hold on, let me go check Gunbusters.
Well, Buster.
Gunbuster.
Yeah.
Huh. Because I've seen a promo of it, but I've never watched it. No, so I want this.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I grabbed something called Burn Up, and like I was telling you, there's a few of them. That's what I like about the other guy. He likes to put like episode all mashed up like a movie.
Yeah, I'll give you read-write access to that folder. so you can add and copy down.
Dude, I actually want to see that fucking Gunbuster thing. I want to watch it tonight. Which would be in not too long because we're already close to 12. So
Yeah.
goes by fast. And we also started a bit later. I wasn't sure if we were going to do a stream tonight, so I was saying there in Discord. He can join in. Let's do 7 Legions. Yeah, okay.
I was literally passed out at my desk, sitting here with my head on my desk. And I woke up and I looked up at Discord and I saw a link and I was like, oh shit. I looked at the clock. Because I didn't go to bed till like 5:30 last night or this morning. And then I got up at 9 and I installed a ring cam on the front of my my garage.
A ring cam?
Yeah, we've been it's a camera with the motion sensor.
Okay. Having some problems with people coming in sneaking close to your house, or
there's been a couple of car break-ins. And rather catch the fucker.
I'm sure you're in one of those areas.
I'm really not. I'm off in the desert, the hills have eyes area, dude. Like, there's not a lot of people around me. So, like, it's people coming from outside the area.
If everything goes well, I might be visiting you guys sooner than we think.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
And I found a really cool property I'm trying to get my family in on.
Yep.
Yeah.
And eventually we'll probably want to buy a property and do the Inkslayer wrench.
Yeah.
Like was telling Dave earlier, can't wait to start doing props and swords and stuff.
Yeah.
My bro Dave is a blacksmith, so he knows how to make swords and stuff, even samurai swords.
Nice.
But he's a medieval type of guy. It's funny, like you go in his room, he has a medieval sword right on his wall. You go into my room, I have a
I've got a rack on the wall right there, the katanas.
Yeah. And he did some medieval fencing and stuff. So
the only sword I've still got is it's almost a boken, but it's not actual wood.
Mm-hmm.
Is something I got at a convention a few years back because I saw a demonstration of it, where it's even though it's made out of a type of rubber, you can shatter cinder blocks with it. So I was like, yeah, I could use it. I could use that for home defense.
Mm-hmm.
But now I've got a shotgun, so I don't need that for home defense.
I remember I bought my first gun.
Yeah.
It was great to see him. He sends me a video, and as he was testing it, I'm like, oh, there he goes. Damn, I love my gun now. I'm like,
yeah.
You went from a no gun guy to I love guns. I want more.
I always loved guns. I just didn't have one.
I don't know. But you get the point. It's like, I like guns. No, I love guns.
Yeah. I mean, I was
one more.
I mean, even though it's a shotgun, I was firing slug rounds. Mm-hmm. So I was I was nailing targets. And, I had a bunch of milk jugs set up in a wood pile.
Buckshot, birdshot, buckshot.
Yeah. But I nailed all three of them. It's like, man, if I actually train in aiming a lot more, then I might be able to be a sniper.
With a shotgun.
Well, I mean, I'll of course have a sniper rifle by then.
I'm a
but-
close range sniper.
I shot.
I call it assault sniping. Is what I call it.
I shot that guy like over a kilometer away. What did you use? A shotgun. How the fuck did you do that? Concentrated.
I squeezed the trigger extra hard. It added a few more 100 feet to the velocity of the rounds, you know.
I just thought, man, that guy all the way over there really needs to go.
I willed it to happen.
Yeah.
Really liking how that's this page coming out.
Yeah.
I've been working on it like slowly for a while. Every time I come back in, I finish a panel. Well, I really like that bird.
Yeah. The raised velder.
The only thing is, I think I went too much into details. That's not gonna show.
You know what I gotta do is I gotta do character turnarounds for mine, and that way I can stop this fucking on the fly editing shit.
That's not gonna change anything unless you keep looking at them all the time.
Well, the thing is though, like I wrote a script, I designed some characters, and I designed them once. I didn't refine the designs, and now as time's going on, I'm like, you know, that hairstyle could be a little better, or I think I could change this, or you know what, I think I like the nose like that a little bit more. His face is too fat. I want to make it more skinny, or you know what I mean, that kind of shit. And if I'd have spent the time and like
Maybe
developed the characters, done iterations.
Maybe I could use some of those sketch design that some did.
What are you talking about?
Oh, remember I did a few sketches a while back.
But samurai armor, yeah. But I'm talking the character, the
I get it.
Character faces, and you know, their uniforms and that kind of stuff, costumes and whatnot. But
yeah, but there's also the moment when you first did them, you were really trying to convey that little 90s anime that you. And after that, you have to try and stick away from looking too much like them.
Yeah, I
need to refine them. Yeah,
I wanted to move right up to it and then back off a little bit so that I make it my own style. But like, I wanted to try to get the essence of what that art style looks like, and I did. And I'm happy with it. It's just over time, I'm like, you know, I want to change little details.
That character looks too much like that one. That character looks.
It's not so much like that. It's more like I just like. I guess my art is like improving, and I'm leveling up a little bit here and there, and so maybe where I compromised before due to maybe just capability, I'm like revising what I find acceptable. Which is a huge time waste.
And people, don't forget, go grab some 7 Legions issue number 3 on Amazon.
Yep.
And here I gave myself a cool name for the stream, and I can't even see it. Sad.
I don't even think our names show up on it.
They don't show. Oh, I guess you have to have.
No, I supposedly selected it. I don't know why it's not showing.
You got to be in the sim is the most important guy in the stream setup.
Dude, that's one of the only thing that I found I don't like about this this thing. One, it's how the windows set up. Because if we're not 3 or 4, like everybody's like me, like there's the screen's cut, and the fact that I cannot highlight you guys, like I can't just show your screen. Like
you can't click and drag the boxes around.
Yeah, I can. Okay, that I can do. Yep. So if I do this, that means he's there. And if I solo it, yeah. Oh, there you go.
Can you biggin?
There you go. We found our way. What's up, Beacon?
Oh, not much. Just
No, you're the one on the main screen.
by the way, 7 Legion T-shirt available on InkSlayerEntertainment.com.
That is true.
Yep.
Dr. Pepper available at Target.
Okay, hold on. Oh, God damn it. Hold on. Dr. Pepper.
So yeah.
Okay, so can I just do that like that on the top? Let's check. Yes, I can. That's pretty cool. What's up?
Fucking sim learning things. Look at that. In real time.
Yep. I love that shit. It's one of the things I'm trying to teach my young men, you know, because it's one of the things that when you're a young man, you don't like feeling like you don't. Oh, I knew it. Oh, look. No. Shit happens. You didn't know. Shit happens.
I still want to revise.
It's even more stupid when you don't learn. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that's when you become old, when you stop learning. Now, you know what he reminds me of? Like that? Remember that Mazinger, they're two brothers in the same thing?
Oh,
like
yeah.
There's one of them that has that type of hair.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things, like, at first I'm like, that's so weird, but I kind of like the concept there. There's two guys in the Mazinger, and when they switch, one's the sword guy and the other one's the gun guy.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because, you know, they switch who's in main control, and then he becomes the gun. I was like, okay, I kind of like that concept.
I mean, I like his hair because it's interesting and it's kind of got a Goku vibe to it, but not completely.
But the way that you put those lines there for the cheeks kind of makes him look like he's chewing something there, or his face. You might want to bring.
Oh, like his cheeks are up.
Yeah, because it looks more like the bubble of the cheek instead of being the cheekbone. The cheekbone would be just a little bit lower.
Oh, yeah, it's more like the orbital bone.
Yeah.
Well, because he's like kind of smiling rapidly. You know what I mean? Like, because Rick is over here talking shit.
Yeah, but like, the smile would be.
His sister's like laughing at him, like kind of like annoyed, and he's like starting to smile. It's kind of like he's in mid smile, so his cheeks are like pinching up. So that was the thinking.
But remove them for a while, or just move them down. You know, you'll see what I mean.
Let's see.
Because if you know, one of the things that when you do faces, so that you know that if you add details that you think you'd see with volume or light, and you put a line in it, it makes them look a little older or something doesn't work. See what I mean? Just bring it down a little bit. There you go. It's already. I think it works already a little bit better.
I feel like they need to be offset a little bit.
I mean, if I were you, I would just delete both of them, and just redraw them.
And this one needs too thick.
Because it might be a bit too long. See, this is what we do. Welcome to the ink. How do you call it? The ink pit? No, the artist pit.
The bullpen.
The bullpen. There you go. This is what we do when we watch anime and hang out in our Discord.
Yeah. By the way,
if it wasn't of Scotsman, InkSpot back then, or some freaking thing like, I leveled up my coloring game thing, and I try to help them level up their art. We each try to help each other leveling up all the time.
Yeah.
I like what you did there. The gnat and the kaiju thing in the back.
Yep, and then you got the symbol from Hero Hero on the wall beside it.
Mm-hmm. See, you're in this book.
Yeah.
Not just your background rendering.
Yeah, got the Hero symbol there.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And if you look, you did a samurai gnat facing the kaiju in Planet 69.
Nice.
A wall scroll with the candles underneath it.
He's doing the same thing as I do in my stuff, using like other IPs as TV shows or movies or comic books from that universe.
Yeah, a 3 millimeter tall fucking Alf, just like where's Waldo in the crowd.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I did like, I am pretty happy with this little conversation here on this panel, because so Hiko on the previous page, he sees Arios' soul return to his body, and Ario says, "Oh, gee, kid, do you ever run out of questions?" He goes, "I'm 9 years old and I just saw your soul enter your body. I'm a little lost here." But what's fair point?
In Blood Brothers 2, I put Tripping the Rift guys in the background. That's another thing I need to rewatch one day. It's been a while. Tripping the Rift, that was good. Okay, so it's 12:15, so I think we're going to call it quits for tonight. So we're going to start by saying, everybody, thank you for joining us. People that are going to be watching the stream, that joined us during the stream, and will watch it after. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. We're going to start. Going to keep trying to do these stream every Saturday night and Friday nights as well. Or sometimes I switch the Friday night to the morning, depending. Canales might want to. He told me he wanted to stream, so I might do like a Doodle and Chill in the morning Friday, and maybe another one at night. I don't know. But the thing is, let's have fun. Dueling, chilling, and screw all that stupid drama and shit. I like to talk about comics, movies, manga, anime, and all that cool shit. So, if you want to leave us like a comment in anywhere, like in the chats, anywhere, I'm going to try and pay attention. Give a suggestion of what you would like to see us doodle and chill and discuss. One other thing we're going to try maybe covering a bit more anime and manga, like I said, for a little while. Maybe some cartoons, movies. But yeah, so see you all next weekend. And don't forget, Morning Roast is back every Saturday morning. And Brian has his horror show every Thursday, if I'm not mistaken, around 8 or 9-ish. So yeah, join in. And let me go to my videos to say goodbye. And hide Scotsman's face a little bit.
I know these people first.
I don't have that video equipped here yet.
Sad.
Yeah, I need to get it again.
I made them on these pages.
Because the thing is, I have to re-upload the videos all the time on here.
Oh, it doesn't store them?
Nope. Oh, maybe if I use the reset them, I'll test something. Anyways, everybody, have a good night. See you all next weekend.
Later.
Hello, my name is Sim, and welcome to the Netverse.